What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and this Las Vegas UFO story is starting to get downright disturbing. And listen, I don't care if you don't believe this story, I don't care if you do believe this story, at least allow this story to awaken you to how the mainstream media operates. I am about to play a clip for you. In this clip, you will see the mainstream media spreading obvious lies and misinformation about this story. I believe the reporter's name is like Ashley Banfield, if I'm not mistaken. I want you to look in her eyes. I want you to look at her face as she talks. You can even tell that she knows that she is lying. You can tell that everything she says, it comes across as scripted, as fake. But that's how the mainstream media is, and that is not the most disturbing part of this clip. Here's the most disturbing part. The Las Vegas Metro Police Department, they claim that there is not an investigation underway into this incident, that they're not investigating this alien report that happened in Las Vegas, okay? The one that we've all been talking about. They claim that there is no investigation. Now, as I reported to you all in my last video, they went so far as to put up security cameras around this house. I'm not sure if it was the Las Vegas Police Department or some other agency, but from what the Las Vegas Police Department says, there's no investigation, and they never returned to the home after that night that we saw the body cam footage. Now, the family says that law enforcement agents, I don't know if they're police, high government officials, I don't know who they are. They've come to the house multiple times. They even set up this camera system. They told the family, hey, we're setting up these cameras to protect you from people who are going to ask you questions about UFOs. Now, that's obviously some BS. They basically have this family and their property under surveillance. But here's the crazy part. Las Vegas Metro Police Department has stated out of their own mouth that they are not investigating this story. However, we have a former member of the Las Vegas Metro Police Department who is retired now that claims that he is helping in the investigation. You are about to see him talk in this clip. Now, you tell me, how does that make sense? This guy claims that he's a former officer who's just so-called helping in this investigation, but the Las Vegas Police Department says there is no investigation. I'm going to get into that even more in just a moment, but first, let's go ahead and watch this clip, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts, and make sure you hit that thumbs up button.
Get a read on this family. The family has ghosted everybody. They're not responding to interviewers that they made appointments with. They're not responding to telephone calls. I don't even know if they're in the house anymore. But what was your read when you were parked out front for hours and hours?
Yeah, so I'll admit I drive a black SUV.
Okay, there you go. We can explain the black SUVs away now.
I do not wear black government-issued sunglasses, so there's a little difference there. I have talked to some of the neighbors. I have been able to confirm noise, the big giant boom that the Ring camera had caught at one part of the valley. But there's some more issues with the backyard. Again, I don't want to discount what they're saying, but the house has been dark. There has been no movement in and out other than onlookers going, by the house real slow, taking pictures. As far as movement in the house itself or in the rear, the backyard, or even in the trailers, it's been dark. And it's been dark for the last few days. So I'm sure that they may have left town. But, I don't know. They may just be laying low.
And Mark, I'll tell you, there's a perfectly good explanation. They're freaking out over all this attention, and so they amscrade, or as others would say, they've been taken by the government and they're being hidden away and interrogated. I mean, this is what the internet's lighting up about.
So right off the bat, we cannot skip over the fact that they continue to claim that this family's nowhere to be found and that this family is not home, when we already have confirmation from this family that they are home and that these people, the mainstream media, they're lying. But that's not what we're going to focus on here. I want to focus on that guy that was talking. Why in hell have you been outside of their house day in and day out for days? If you're a retired police officer, you're not even working the job anymore. What business do you have stalking this family? But he claims that he is part of the investigation. But what investigation? The Las Vegas Metro Police Department claims there's no investigation. So what's going on here? Why do we have former members from this police department claiming, and they're going so far as they're on the news talking about the investigation, yet the Las Vegas Police Department claims there's no investigation? And we already discovered that the Las Vegas Police Department lied because they said that they did not have a Department of Homeland Security department within their police department. We know that's a lie. We exposed that in my last video. So I don't know what is going on here. I think that this exposes the media because they're lying about this family not being home. And also, it looks like they're trying to intimidate this family. You're intimidating this family by knowingly spreading lies to the masses about them, trying to discredit them, acting like they're scared to talk when they've been talking for days. You're telling everybody they're on the run, they're missing, they're not home when they're home. And then you have this guy, this former police officer, outside their house day in and day out, supposedly, who claims they're not home, even though the family members have recorded videos in their backyard and in their front yard, talking to people, doing live streams on TikTok for hours, answering everyone's questions. Something is not right here. And I'm looking at this dude who's literally, dude, you are on the news basically admitting that you are stalking this house. Now, you claim to be part of an investigation, but if there's no investigation, you have no business sitting outside their house all day unless what? You're trying to intimidate him? You're trying to intimidate them? He already said, yeah, I'm in a black SUV. Oh man, I really don't like that. I really don't like I don't like the fact that the media is lying, and I don't like the fact that this guy is sitting outside their house day in and day out and continues to lie about them not coming outside. What business do you have in front of their home? And this goes along with another clip that I showed you in a past video where some guy was on the mainstream media talking about, we have to pressure this family. We have to pressure this family. Why? The family called 911 and gave y'all their story. They've been all over the place telling their story. You all, the mainstream media, you took their story and then you ran with it. And then once the story got too big, now you're trying to walk things back. And now you're blatantly lying about what this family is doing. So I'm growing kind of concerned because it seems to me like they want to silence this family. And they're already setting out, like they're already putting the news out there that this family's missing when they're not, which makes me believe that this family's going to go missing soon. And the kid already spoke up. He said the mainstream media is lying. He says he does not feel okay. He is scared. He said he is having anxiety attacks. He doesn't know how to handle everything that's going on around this story. And I understand why. You see something, you call 911, next thing you know, you got security cameras being put up at your house. You got people showing up at your front door asking you questions. You got the mainstream media lying about you. This whole situation has really taken a very bizarre turn within the last couple of days. And listen, I am sorry for laughing, but did you catch the end of the clip? Where Ashley Banfield, she's like, or some will say that the government has them and they're interrogating them. And it's like, why did you start looking like that when you said that? You know what I mean? It's like her head starts gyrating and she starts blinking a lot. Or the government will say that they have, or they'll say the government has them and they're interrogating them. It's like, okay, are you trying to foreshadow here? In many ways, it seems like them talking about this family going missing is like they're already putting the information out there because they know that this family is about to go missing. It feels like foreshadowing. It feels like you're basically putting the feelers out there. You're going ahead and you're desensitizing everyone to the news that is about to come. I don't understand what motive they would have behind just lying for days now. They've done this for days now. Just lying about this family not being willing to talk. And I've showed you like 6 videos of the family talking. So I don't know, y'all. It's getting really weird. It's getting scary. I am legit worried for this family. I don't think they understand what they got themselves into here. How could you? I'm hoping for the best for them, and I'm going to keep digging here because there's obviously something really weird is going on here. Let's just put it like that. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.